So guys, today let's check on my worms in the Urban Worm bag. This is made by the Urban Worm Company by Steve Churchill, and I absolutely love mine. I've heard other people say other things about it. Like, I don't know what they're talking about because I've had a lot of success with it so far, and I really love it. Oh my gosh, we got a little forest. So this is the Urban Worm bag, and this is, I bet you, from the pumpkin. So anytime anything sprouts in one of my worm bins, like anywhere here, I just take it and I just throw it back in because it just becomes worm food. Like this stuff, see, it breaks up, it's a plant, so it becomes worm food. But let's dig in here and let's see what's really happening. So I see more. And I see more worms. So there they are. Is the pumpkin even in here? Let's dig. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I regret putting my hands in things like this. Oh man, look what's left of it. Just the outer skin. The pumpkin is completely devoured. The moisture is still good. And there's nothing left of it. Like, I am digging. My gosh, these worms ate through that. Wow. Like, that was fast. That was really fast. So, let me mix in this cardboard. And even though that darker bedding was a little, not wet, but it had moisture, I'm still going to wet this down a little more. Because this cardboard, it just sucks up moisture like you won't believe. And the worms are pretty deep in here. I can still see them. They're little red wigglers. By the way, guys, it's my birthday, and I am having a sale on worms this whole weekend. My pure red wigglers and my European night crawlers, like the big fat ones. So they're all on sale. And I have great prices on there, but I put them on sale anyway, just to celebrate, because I love my birthday and I love celebrating. Oh, look at the little nub of the pumpkin, the top. So this will probably take forever to break down, so I'm just going to leave it in there. But let me get some mosquito dunk water, and then we are going to wet this down. All right, so I got the mosquito dunk water. And I'm just going to slowly pour some in here. Just want to give it a nice good soaking. And I do have a bucket at the bottom that's catching any of the leftover liquid. There we go. So now what I'll do is I'll just mix it up with my hand and get it all incorporated in there. Worms love moisture. The number one killer of worms is lack of moisture. They could go without food for a bit, but moisture, nah, they can't. So look at that red wiggler. Cute. And you know, it's good to give these bags or any container, like in like a sealed container sort of when you have worms, is to give them oxygen, you know, because when you have a container that is sealed, it can go anaerobic. And that's the last thing you want. So look, I could hear the drippings going down. I love this thing. I really do. I know a lot of people have them and have great success with them. So let me give them some worm chow. I'm just going to take a fistful, and I make this worm chow here on the farm, and I have it on my website if you guys want it, or you could just go buy the ingredients. But, you know, I buy the ingredients in like 25-pound bags, 50-pound bags, so I'm able to use my grinder, and I have 2 grinders to make the worm chow. So when I put it on the surface, I just give it a little, you know, little mix. I don't mix it into the bedding because the worms will come up from underneath and they'll bring it down. So there we go. So now they'll be nice and fed. You know, anytime you touch a worm bin or you're going to go between species, it's very important to wash your hands and especially get underneath your nails, because you don't want to touch food or your phone or anything with, you know, dirty hands. So this Evergrow grinder unlatches over here. And let me see if I can unlatch it for you. It's very easy to use. And I just lift it. And you can see the chow down there. And then it has, let's see, it's hard to do this one. It has these different grinders, these little different meshes. This is the smaller mesh because I like my worm chow to be like that size, but it comes with different sizes. And some people buy this thing for grinding flour and corn. So it's perfect to make worm chow. It really is. And it's not hard to use. What I like is the no dust, but when you make your worm chow, you put it all in here and it just falls into the bucket and you can store it there. So that's another plus, because, you know, the biggest problem with us worm farmers is lack of space. We don't have enough space unless you want to invest in a huge warehouse and stuff, and I'm not getting into debt to do that. So I just do the best I can. But this thing, I wish I would have bought this from the beginning of my worm career. I really did. It would have made life a lot easier for me. I was telling you about one of my worm grinders. This is one of them, and I absolutely love it. Everything goes in there, and there's no dust. The other one I have to take outside, and that's why this one is here, because this one I can do indoors all winter, and it's called Evergrow. I absolutely love it. So the paper towel I just dried my hands with, I'm just gonna, since, you know, it's only water, I'm gonna throw it in here. We're gonna put it on the surface of the chow, because I know that they're gonna appreciate that and they're gonna love it. And then even though this paper's dry, I'm just gonna put it back on there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update on the Urban Worm Bag. They have them on Amazon. You can look for them. I believe if you go on the urbanwormcompany.com website, Steve, he'll have any questions about it, you can purchase, you know. If you've ever wondered about getting one, I recommend it. Now that, of course, that I've experienced using it, I really enjoy it. So give them a try, you know. So guys, I'll see you next time. Don't forget that subscribe button. Help me with the watch hours, and I really appreciate it. Take care.